All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Are you ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Eagle Creek Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series is back in action for race number 2 of that 2020 fall season. It's Eagle Creek. We know this is Kentucky. What a great track this is. 98 laps here tonight. And this should be a great one. A lot of room to race here tonight, boys and girls. And this will be a slugfest. Let's get ready to get it on, boys and girls. This is TurnLeftTV, and this is the Buschwackers Series High Octane Racing League. Well, some good side-by-side action in store for you tonight here at Eagle Creek Speedway. It's race number 2. This is going to be a great one. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's get this baby going. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson. What a little bit of a let's see. A challenge it has been to get this stream up and going here. We got a new, they've forced us to go over to the new setup of a stream, and it's been a little bit of a challenge, to say the least. But thanks for being patient. Get things worked out here. Right now we are in the qualification session. Looks like 41 car. They're having a little fun after his attempt. Right now, top time, Colin Matiak. 30.506. We'll take a look at the track here at Kentucky, or Eagle Creek, known as Eagle Creek in the game. 1.5 miles from one of those cookie cutter tracks, so this is a little bit different there. Banking in the turns, 1 and 2 at 17 degrees, 3 and 4 at 14 degrees. And fun track. I like this track. I know there's some differences of opinion there, but I really like this track. I think it's a lot of fun. Again, this is Eagle Creek Speedway. 98 laps tonight, race number 2 of that 2020 fall season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, the commentator. Have a lot of fun doing this, and I appreciate you coming out and watching the races here on TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate the patronage here at TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and the Buschwackers Series, the High Octane Racing League Series.
A lot of soul.
All right, we'll take a look at a few things here. We'll take a look at the qualification standings here in just a few minutes. Before we do, we will have a look at the season standings coming into tonight. Jose Carvalho with that big win last week at Talladega takes that points lead. Lucas Sinfer shown in second, Robert Martin third, Colin Matiak and Will Dunbar tied for the 4th position, and Palumbo is 6th. Artur Vieira And Todd Robillard tied for the 7th position. Jeff Sickles and Steve Pierce tied for 9th coming into tonight's race. Getting some chatters coming in here as well, so good to see some folks coming in. John Messer looks like he's rooting for the 41 car. Ed Palumbo saying good luck, drivers. Tony Reiner, how about that? This is a good broadcast. Good luck on the broadcast. Good luck, drivers, tonight. So good luck to you guys, too, Ed and Tony out there on the track tonight. So good to see them in here. Got about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. These guys are going through the drivers' meeting. Looks like Luca Sinfer got DQ'd there. Hopefully he's going to get back in here. They'll be able to erase his DQ. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be at Eagle Creek Speedway in the Saturday Night Thunder. This is the Cup mod, stock car 2018 mod, brand new, 110 laps there. So that's race number 2 in the 2020 fall season. The Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup boys in action at Eagle Creek tomorrow night. You do not want to miss it. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So just about 2 minutes left here in the drivers' meeting, and then we'll be able to show you the qualification results. Of course, you can see them right there on the tower, but not as nice looking as what we're going to show you here in a minute. If you'd like to visit HighOctaneRacing.net, we greatly appreciate that. You can see the point standings, the schedules, the screenshots of the winners. Work in progress on the website. Got the Saturday Night Thunder up there now, of course, and got the schedule for the Saturday Night Thunder. But give a look there, HighOctaneRacing.net. Take a look at the side-by-side view. Make sure that's working all right. It looks like it is. That's good news. Thank you so much for coming in. Peace to everybody. Hope everybody's having a fun, safe weekend so far, or start to the weekend. If you'd like to support TurnLeftTV, please go down in the description of this race and follow that to the Fanatec website. Give those guys a look if you're interested in purchasing some racing equipment. I greatly appreciate you giving those guys a look and then following that link to help me out here at TurnLeftTV. If you'd like to join the HORL Discord channel, there's the address right over there. And then also, if you want to message me, you got any questions, right down there's a couple addresses you can get a hold of me. I am the owner-operator of HORL and also TurnLeftTV. You can follow me on Facebook at TurnLeftTV1 and Twitter at TurnLeftTV. But hey, thank you so much. Looks like it's working. Again, peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a fun, safe weekend. Here in the United States, this is Labor Day weekend, so we have an extra day here off, and that's going to be nice. So got a lot of folks watching from all around the world, and want to send out my well wishes to everybody. All right, session results. Here we go. Colin Matiak with that top time, 30.506. Michael Ware qualifies in the 2nd position. See Paul Brownie in 3rd. Arthur Vieira qualifies in the 4th position. Lawrence Stopworth 5th. Ed Palumbo, Sean Jacobs, Todd Robillard, Steve Pierce, Jeff Sickles rounding out the top 10. Preston Hassel, Givaldo Spindola, Tony Reiner, and Lucas Sinfer, 11 through 14. How about that, man? Givaldo Spindola in here, huh? Givaldo Spindola, my man in here. Good to see him out tonight, too. Been a while since I've... oh, no, that's Givaldo Linares. Why do I keep getting you guys mixed up, man? How many guys do I know named Givaldo? Two guys. I'm sorry about that. He's going to get me. Preston Hassel joining us in the chat, too. Preston was showing me his wound on his hand today. I don't know what happened there. Got mad and punched something or something. I don't know what the deal. He got hurt at work or something. I don't know. But, man, he had a pretty gaping wound on his hand, and hopefully that's going to be okay to race tonight. But good to see Preston Hassel out. He is a long-time HORL hardcore driver there, so good to see him out tonight. And good luck, Preston. Will D. There's William D. there. Joining us in here as well, thanks to William for all his work for us, Will Dunbar. So switching over to the warm-up session, we got about just a shad under 9 minutes. Good to see the streams working. As I mentioned, YouTube has changed the, they've kind of forced you to go to the new studio to set up a stream, and it is not very intuitive, that's for sure. And you cannot start the stream early, so if you schedule it for 9 o'clock, you can't start it at like 8:45, which I really like to do. So hopefully, back in the day, you could only set it for like a half hour or on the hour. You couldn't set it to start at like at 8:45 or something like that. So, but I was always able to start it early. But in this new one, you can. I just decided to start it at 9, and I didn't know that we wouldn't start until I went to the actual studio and hit start stream. So that's a little concerning, but we got it going. I think we're rolling now. Sean Jacobs says, "Good luck, drivers." Go Heath, you the man. See Sean in here. Long-time friend racing here at HORL. Long-time HORL member Sean Jacobs. Tyler Madiak with that new paint scheme. So we got about 6.5 minutes or so left to go, and see if we can't get a little entertainment your way. All right, about a little under 4 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. I'd like to thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, just give it a little love tap there. Let me know you were here by hitting the thumbs up button. I'll always like that. And then you can share my streams with anybody out there on the World Wide Web. Anywhere you can share YouTube videos, you're more than happy or more than welcome to share my videos. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. But again, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we got a good race for you. I'm sure we do, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And bring your friends to subscribe here. 472 subscribers. I'm enjoying that. Number keeps bumping up, man, a little bit at a time, and that's what it takes. So thank you for coming in. I want to say thank you so much to Brent Owen on his work on camera views in these cars. He has really done a great job here and given us, like deleting some of the camera views that we don't need, narrowing it down as the ones that are really, really valuable for us. So Brent's done a great job there. Happy Hour Racing League, if you guys are interested in racing on a Monday night, check out Happy Hour Racing League. Those guys do a great job there, and a very friendly group of guys. And some of them race here on Fridays and Saturdays. So, again, thank you so much to Brent Owen for his work on helping me out. Also, the shaders too. He did the shaders for these cars, and makes them look a lot more realistic. Well, the schedule next week, a big race, the Steve Freeze Memorial 250, September the 11th there. He drove the 11 car, and what a great date to have that race, so you do not want to miss it. That's a very special race here for us at High Octane Racing League. Steve Freeze means a heck of a lot to us. We lost him, unfortunately, in 2011 to cancer, and we run a memorial race in honor of him each and every year. So coming up next week, it's a big one. Going to be heavy hearts there, and I think it's going to be one that a lot of guys are going to want to check off on their bucket list of winning that race. So that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. The Steve Freeze Memorial 250. Getting some crashing going on there. All right, boys and girls, we're getting ready to go at it here. So Eagle Creek Speedway, 98 laps. And it is going to be a fun one. I love this track, man. I think it's a lot of fun, a lot of room to race here, and tire management is going to be key here tonight.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, here the starting order tonight. See, Colin Matiak starts on the pole there. Michael Ware outside pole. Paul Brown in third. Arthur Vieira is going to start in the fourth position in that second row. Lauren Stoppleworth and Ed Palumbo make up row 3. Sean Jacobs and Todd Robillard make up row 4 in 7th and 8th. Row number 5, Steve Pierce and Jeff Sickles. Preston Hassel, Givaldo Spindola making up 11th, 12th. Row 6. Row 7, Tony Reiner and Luca Sinfer tonight. So that's the starting order here. So excited here. Got a great race in store for you. The 13 car, Colin Matiak. Starting on the pole there, Michael Ware. He's going to be lightning fast as well on that outside pole. And 48 car always is. So the thing about this, you got a lot of room to race here. This place is a little tough on tires. So you want to make sure you take care of your stuff. There are multiple grooves here to race. And you might see some guys really climbing through the grid here as the run goes on, because they're going to be keenly aware of that tire management factor there. So excited for this race. I love Kentucky, man. This is a great track. I actually won a few races here, so it's a little bit, I'm a little biased, I guess. When you win a race someplace, it's one of those you put up there on your list as one you're really looking forward to coming back to and racing. And I think from a broadcasting standpoint too, the racing is always good here. I've seen some really, really close, whisker-thin finishes here at Kentucky. It's like Paul Brown at 77 there on the third position. Got him a new paint scheme, so looking pretty nice. Got a throwback there. Dirty Mo, I think, kind of the throwback scheme, but the sponsorship is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s, I think, YouTube channel. Some free advertisement for him. We should get my broadcasting effort on Dirty Mo YouTube channel, huh? That'd be awesome. Two laps here at these shorter tracks here to kind of give me a chance to go through the starting position, but I kind of rushed through that here tonight. All right, boys and girls, tighten those belts. Get up on the wheel here. Get ready. This is Kentucky Speedway, Eagle Creek in the game. Pace car is off. Colin Matiak on the inside line will lead the field, take the green flag. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
Colin Matiak there. It's a good start. Clears that 48 car. 48, they're working on the outside line. And I'll tell you, man, I think that outside line is something that really is a viable solution for racing here. It looks like Michael Ware has used that outside line and gotten around. Looked like a 4-car. Arthur Vieira has the same idea. They're not quite going to work for him so far, but the 48 car, Michael Ware, is now our new race leader. Looking out of the back of his car, you see, man, it is a parking lot back there. Notice I didn't say Hornet's Nest there, William. Take a look at Arthur Vieira here in that 4-car. Out of the front of his machine, he's running behind that Dirty Mo Racing Chevy Camaro of Paul Brown, 77 car. Paul Brown there looks like he's wanting to get around that 13. Just up here, the 77. Paul Brown here pushing on that 13 car pretty hard. Car of Arthur Vieira in this mix. Outlord Stoppleworth here in the 41 car. right now running in the 5th position. A little bit of a challenge from that 90 car down on the inside line. So the 90, Todd Robillard here looking to make a pass, and he's going to do it to that Mac Tools number 41, now back to the 6th position. We get a yellow flag here. Yellow flag. As Michael Ware is going to take that caution flag. We'll have to see what happened here. So a yellow flag early on. Man, I think we had some pretty hard racing here early on in this run. We'll see what happened here. Take a look here as Steve Pierce, it looks like he came around, and I saw he got in the wall. Oh man, he hit hard. Oh, and this 27, nowhere to go there. As a 27 gets caught up in that. And then he comes down and gets into Jeff Sickles. It's like, so the 72, I'm not sure what happened. You're going on board here with him, and it looks like he gets up the track and then, right into the wall. And then in front of the 27 car, and the 27 just lays into him. Nowhere to go for the 27 car. And then looking out of the back of Steve Pierce, he's in the grass here as we've got some more shenanigans. Preston Hassel, we'll take a look and see what happened to him. This is afterwards. Preston Hassel trying to get down there, and he really doesn't have too much control of his car. We'll see. This is after the fact. This is kind of the secondary incident, and then I think 27 just didn't realize that 29 car was there, and then into him. Tony Reiner, I'm not sure what happened to him. He retired his machine, so I don't know if he got into something or what, but he has retired his machine. See, oh man, that 72 car just hit hard, and then the hard lick there as the 24 gets by. That was Sean Jacobs' view. And this is a 24, Sean Jacobs, and you see that 72 coming across the track, and then the 27 lays into him, and then he's going to come down and get into that 29 car right there. So I'm not really sure what was going on with Tony Reiner. To kind of look back, see what happened to him, but I'll jump back here just a little bit, and this is Tony Reiner here, and again, he retired his machine. I'm not sure what's happened to him in the 81 car, but the 81 didn't seem like he gotten into anybody or not, but maybe he had some issues there earlier in that run, got some damage and just decided to retire his machine. That's a tough break there for the 81 car. Michael Ware coming down pit lane here, leading the field down to pit lane. There is no tire rule or anything in this series, so these guys can pit as many times as they want, take fresh tires. So looks like we got a few guys taking us up on the pit stops. Could be a good little race off pit lane here. This pit into pit lane. Good view to see the 48 car and a 77 car dashes out there. I don't know if he beat that 13 car out or not, but good race there off pit lane with those guys. Looks like the 77 might have picked up a spot there, gotten around the 13. Todd Robillard is shown as a race leader right now, getting that lap led. 41 car, Lauren Stopworth in the second position. Hey, if you're interested in some comics, please give ZiaComics.com your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Your nerd headquarters, ZiaComics.com. First yellow here, 4 laps in. It just looked like the car kind of slid up into the wall, and then he caught the wall sort of in a really bad spot. It really looked like it grabbed that car and sort of twisted it around. But Preston Hassel now shown in the 13th position. Lauren Stopworth making a pit stop here in that 41 car. Also, it looks like Steve Pierce coming back down pit lane. That side-by-side view. You see the 41 car on pit lane here, taking some service. Not really going to hurt you too bad early in the race, and giving up a little bit of track position, but might be thinking fuel mileage as well. Some of these guys really working the calculator in the old noggin, trying to figure out if they can get an edge on somebody else. And sometimes we've seen races come down to fuel mileage where guys are running out coming off turn 4. Guys are really able to save fuel. We saw one earlier. We saw one last season, as a matter of fact. Ricky Emerson won a race there on, I think it was at Bristol, on fuel mileage. Everybody else had to come in and pit, and he was able to stay out and win that race. He really took those guys to school. Okay, getting a 1 to go. The 90 has elected to take the inside line. Givaldo Spindola shown in 2nd. Michael Ware 3rd. Paul Brown shown in the 4th position. It looks like the 90 is elected to go down to the inside here for this restart. Will D in here leading up the chat. Said felt good in practice for the Cup Series, so he says he's going to be racing in the Cup Series tomorrow at Eagle Creek, so the big boys will be in action tomorrow. Ed Palumbo beeping the horn as usual. Somebody said, hey, we need to disable the horn. Because Ed Palumbo always on that horn, honking at people. It's a 68 car, Givaldo Spindola on the outside line. Remember, Michael Ware started on the outside pole in that 48 car. He's now back in the 3rd position. Kind of interesting to see how this is going to work out for being down on the inside line. The pace car is off. The 90 of Todd Robillard, that Napa-sponsored Chevy Camaro, lead the field here to take the green flag. All right, back in action. Oh, man, Givaldo did not get a good start here. And that bottom line gets going. It's 48 and 13 now battling for position. Sean Jacobs gets a penalty. I'm not sure what the deal is with Sean Jacobs, but he's got a penalty here, maybe speeding down pit lane. His 48 car now clears that 13. And 13 was really peeking down on the inside line. That 48 starting to look on the inside line as well. Now the 90 and the 48. Now I think the 90 might have stayed out here, so another some more racing here in the second for the second position, the 48 and the 13. On board here with Michael Ware running in the 2nd position. He is all over the back of that 90 car right now. That Atwood's sponsored Chevy Camaro, so a couple Camaros here going after it. We got 3 Camaros, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Colin Maniac, he switched to a Mustang. Battle for the race lead as a 48 going up on the outside line. He's kind of squeezing that 90 car a little bit. Pinching him down there a little bit, not giving him much room. Sean Jacobs here now serving his penalty in that 24 car. Coming down pit lane. Not sure, it looks like he's got a drive-through penalty. The 48 now makes that pass, and behind him, 13, Colin Maniac in that Ford Mustang is putting a little pressure on the 90 car. Take a look at Paul Brown here in that 77 car, the 21, Lucas Sinford just behind him. Luca running in the 5th position. Paul Brown is 4th at 77. And Palumbo here now on the bottom line, pressure in that 41 car. So this 54 Mellow Yellow sponsored Camaro getting around that Mac Tools number 41 car. A little bit of communication there between the two of those guys. So the 41 said, hey man, go ahead and take that spot. That's good savvy driving right there from the 41. He realizes that the Mellow Yellow machine right now is a little bit faster than he is, and there's no sense in using your stuff up to try to battle for position here early in this race. A little bit too early to be beating and banging around here trying to hold on to position. Look at this, the number 4 car, Art Gutierrez, are having a good night running in the 6th position. So he is sort of out there by himself right now, a little bit ahead of 7th and 8th. Jeff Sickles in the 29 car. That 29 car, that graphic sponsor machine, giving up a few positions here as now the 41 and the 72 get by. So Jeff Sickles now back to the 12th position. Might be a little bit of damage on that 29 car, so remember contact with the 27, sort of the secondary contact. He might have a little bit of damage here now. But drop to the back here, sort of get some things figured out and get some work done on that machine and get back in it. So 29 right now running in the 12th position. For this battle here, the 4 and the 21 battling each other. So the 4 of Art Vieira down on the bottom side here, getting by the 21. Lucas Sinfer, that Flex Seal sponsor number 21, Ford Mustang up on the outside line. Now falls back to the 6th position. Colin Maniac here in the 13, battling the 90 car. Good side-by-side action here as Colin Maniac getting by that 90 car. Moving up to the 2nd position. Todd Robillard in the 90 moves back. Oh, he's putting a little pressure. He says, not so fast, buddy. Not so fast. Down on the bottom line here. Todd Robillard down on the bottom line here. Pressure in the 13. Good battle there. Oh, man, that was tight. That was some tight racing. Out of the back of Colin Maniac's machine at Todd Robillard here, looking for a way to get back around. Todd Robillard back to the 3rd position. Colin Maniac in that 13th car is in 2nd. Mark Guerra has cleared that 21 car, now picked up that position, now in 5th. Preston Hassel here trying to bounce back from that contact with the wall and battling Givaldo Spindola. 68 car, 27 and a 68 battling for position. That Ryzen sponsored Ford Mustang now moving up to 7th. Givaldo Spindola in the 68 car back to 8th. Take a look at Steve Pierce here in that 72. Remember, he had slid up there, got into the wall, and then kind of took out the 27 car. Not really intentional, just one of those things where, he's sliding back across the track, and the 27 didn't really have anywhere to go, and got into the 72 car. 21, Lucas Sinfer here having a good night, though, running in the 6th position. He's still not let that 4 car get away from him. As he's holding serve. 54, Ed Palumbo down on the bottom side here. Givaldo Spindola up high in the 68. 41, Lawrence Stopworth looks like he's wanting to get through as well. So Ed Palumbo here in that 54 car, and he's already made that pass. Oh! Man, where'd that camera go? Now to practice as the 41 getting by as well. So Lawrence Stopworth making that pass, getting around Givaldo Spindola. So Givaldo back to the 10th position. I tell you what, man, that 21 and the 4, they just have really sort of been pretty tight here as the 4 car got around the 21, but has not been able to really pick up any more spots on him. Givaldo Spindola here on the outside of the 20 of the 72 car. Gotta think about the numbers there for a second. As Givaldo trying to make that pass, Steve Pierce trying to make that pass. Givaldo made him earn it there. We'll take a look at this pass as Steve Pierce down to the bottom line, getting by that 68 car. But I'll tell you what, 68 really fought him pretty hard there on the outside. Good, clean racing between the 72 and that 68 car. Paul Brown looks like late in this run, starting to rise up and move up the field, is getting around the 90. So the 77 now in third. Setting his sights now on that 13 car. Paul Brown now in third. Todd Robillard back to fourth. You want, man, Lawrence Stopworth here showing some muscle here late in this run as he's getting by that 54 car. 54, no, it's going to make him earn it there. The 54 on the outside line. Not letting that Mac Tools Chevy get that position, so good battle there. A couple friends. Those guys race a lot of laps together. A couple friends there racing together, and that is for the 8th position. Ed Palumbo holds on to 8th. Lawrence Stopworth in the 9th spot. Take a look at Michael Ware here in that 48 car. He's got about a 1.5 second lead over Colin Madiak. Look at that, Sergey in here. Gutsev in here, good to see him. More than welcome to come out and race with us. So always see the new chatters in here, or folks come in and chat on the TurnLeftTV chat on the stream. Look at this battle here. Archer Vieira down the inside line. Lucas Sinfer in the 21 going to follow him through. Oh, Lucas Sinfer, he might give Archer Vieira, he might try to take that spot as those guys getting around Todd Robillard. Todd Robillard up the track there a little bit, and I think those older tires are starting to show. As the 4 of Archer Vieira gets around the 9 car, the 21 follows him through. Go back here and get on board here with the 21 as you see the 90 up on the high line and the 21 trying to figure out whether he's going to try to go down to this bottom line and get around this 4 car. The 90 drifting up the track here as we got to figure out what camera angle I want. There's the 90 car there drifting up the track as the 21 gets by, and he's going to tuck back into the 4 car. Lucas Sinfer now pressuring that 4. Down on the bottom side here. He has been working on that 4 car. The 4 got around and then not able to really run away. And the 21 now maybe saving tires a little bit. Held serve, kind of kept closing the gap a little bit on the 4 car and got around. So I think that battle is probably not over here. If I know anything about Archer Vieira, it is that guy is a savvy race car driver. And he is one of the best I've seen. He's won a lot of championships. And he's not going to let that 21 car get too far away from him. Jeff Sickles here, the 29. Remember, he had dropped back there to the 12th position, but now he's starting to work here on that 68 car. Givaldo Spindola up on the outside line as the 29 of Jeff Sickles makes that pass. I tell you what, we missed this pass for the 2nd position. We might as well look at it for the 1st position. And Paul Brown now going to the race lead, getting around the 48 car. As Paul Brown in that new paint scheme, the 77 car, gets around the 48. The 48, Michael Ware back to the second position. Paul Brown, the new race leader. Lauren Stopworth going to give it another try here on the 54 car. The 54 down on the inside. And that 41. And if 54 there behind the 27 car, they are 3 wide. They are 3 wide. They're 27 up high as the 54 and the 41 battling for position. Oh my gosh, they almost get into one another. Side by side down the front stretch, across the start finish line. The 41 going to lead that lap there. Between the 54 and the 41. Good battle there, huh? My heavens. 54 there coming back, trying to gain that position back. You got to be up on your toes, man. Anytime you got that 54 car in your crosshairs, you better believe he is going to race you hard. So that mellow yellow sponsor machine, 41, these guys getting after it right now. Getting after it. Lucas Sinfer here now working on the 13. Look at the 41, the 13, the 41, or excuse me, the 48 battling for position. We're starting to see some pit stops here too, I believe. Man, that is a cluster right there. That is a hornet's nest. 21 getting by both those guys, huh? Getting by the 48, getting by the 13. That is a heck of a race right there. That is Lucas Sinfer, Michael Ware, and wow, good racing. Michael Ware now on pit lane here as we were watching that replay. Paul Brown, I suspect he's going to be coming down pit lane before long. So Michael Ware on pit lane, one of the earlier of the crew coming down pit lane. So the 48 finishing up his pit stop, the 77 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. But I'll tell you, Lucas Sinfer is right there with him now at the tail end of this run. Lucas Sinfer, that 21 car, up on the outside line. And I know the 77 sort of preparing to come down pit lane here, but I tell you what, you cannot take it away from Lucas Sinfer. He has really run down that 77 car. There is the 21 as the 77 now on pit lane. We'll take a look at him coming down pit lane. Paul Brown making that pit stop as Lucas Sinfer, our new race leader. Uh-oh. I see somebody in the chat there. Where is Jose Carvalho at tonight? Where is that guy at? Where is that guy? He should be out here on the track. That was last week's winner. You see that 21 car leading the field. Will D says the Cougar, which is also commonly referred to as the Puma, mountain lion, or panther, is the second largest cat in North America. Nice. What's the first largest cat in North America? '21 there coming down pit lane. Man, he's going fast there. Oh, man, I hope he didn't get caught speeding. That was awfully fast for the 21 car, so he's coming down pit lane. And, man, that seemed like he was carrying a head of steam here. The 54 also coming down pit lane. He's currently shown in the second position. 60 laps to go. You've seen some of these guys making pit stops here, and I'll tell you what, man, I really think that 21 car may have gotten caught speeding. He is on pit lane for a long time, and he so 11.1 seconds, is that what that is? His pit stop there. So I just wonder if that 21 car has gotten a penalty. Not indicating anything about a penalty so far, so just looked awfully fast to me. Paul Brown, the race leader, that 77 car. Michael Ware, the 48, just behind him. So Will D is currently, I'm sure, looking up what the largest cat in North America will be. Michael Ware shown in second. Lucas Sinfer in the third position. He's got a little bit of work to do to catch up with those guys, but he's going to have a little bit newer tires than those guys too. So keep your eye on the 21 car running in the third position. Lawrence Stopworth here starting to show a little muscle. He is now in the 7th position. 54 Ed Palumbo down on that apron there as he's coming back out on the track. The 54 car running in the 8th spot. That mellow yellow sponsor machine. Who painted that car? Man, that's a nice looking car. We've had one caution flag early on about lap 4, but since then it has been all green. I don't want to jinx it or not, but so we're a little under 60 laps to go. And the 48 and the 77 having a good battle here for the race lead. The 77, Paul Brown, worked his way up through the field about halfway through that run, took the race lead. The 48 here shows muzzle too. That Atwood sponsor machine, he's running in the 2nd position. A couple tenths of a second separating those guys. 29 of Jeff Sickles up on the outside line there, giving those guys a lot of room. And that's good racing too. That's good savvy racing right there. You know, he realizes those guys are faster. Those guys are on the lead lap. Not going to get in the way. And he is... looks like he might be in the lucky dog position. It's hard to say, man, because this tower situation that Studio 397 has given us doesn't show cars that are a lap down. So I'm assuming Jeff Sickles in the 10th position is the first car 1 lap down. That's probably pretty safe to assume. Be nice if it indicated that on the tower, though. Go picture in picture here, looking out of the front of Michael Ware's machine, running in the 2nd position and following Paul Brown. Kind of get an idea of the different lines that they run. So you see Michael Ware there climbing up to the outside just a little bit earlier, coming off the turn. So Jose says is participating in his father-in-law's birthday. I don't know how to say happy birthday in Portuguese, but maybe it's something like Feliz Cumpleaños. And that's Spanish. I know that's going to be something fairly close to that. Jose's going to tell me, though, I'm sure. But happy birthday to Jose's father-in-law. And here's the many more birthdays to come. We'll give him a get-out-of-jail-free card for going to father-in-law's birthday. He gets an excuse. Paul Brown here starting to open up a little bit of a gap on Michael Ware, but I'll tell you, Lucas Sinfer is he's starting to close the gap a little bit. Now he's running in the 3rd position. Todd Robillard back in 4th. Take a look at the 90 of Todd Robillard running in the 4th position. About Steve Pierce here bouncing back a little bit from earlier accident. Right now running in the 11th position. Not getting rattled in that Captain Morgan sponsored machine. Right now maybe working on the top 10. We'll see. About 3 seconds off of the 10th position. So the 72. Steve Pierce. You know, check out his Facebook page, man. He's got some of the coolest posts. Always enjoy that good sense of humor out of that guy. Enjoy reading that stuff that he puts up there. He's a huge race fan. Really, all forms of racing, man. He really, really follows that, loves that stuff. And hey, why not, right? Artur Vieira here now getting around the 72. Artur Vieira running in the 5th position. And we've been green here since lap 4. just about halfway through. Paul Brown now has a 1 second lead over Michael Ware, so he's extending that out there just a little bit, showing maybe a little bit better tire management than the 48 car. Take a look at Colin Madiak here in the 13. Now in that Ford Mustang, Cooler Master sponsored machine. Running in the 6th position. Artiviera here now run down that 90 car, so the 4 of Artiviera looking down the bottom side. Now getting by the 90 and taking over the 4th position. The 90 and Todd Roller back to 5th. That Coletta sponsored machine. So Arthur Vieira now in the 4th position. Take a look at hey, what is that? What is that right there? What is that? Oh, right there. TurnLeftTV on Arthur Vieira's machine. That's my man. Look at that, man. I love that, man. I love those guys. I never really thought to, provide those guys with logos. As you see, the 13 car now put pressure on the 90. But guys just started asking me, man. I mean, hey, I think at first I got some of my Brazilian friends, Brazilian drivers, just showed up with the TurnLeftTV logo, and I was like, that is really cool. And then, yeah, man, I get guys asking me if they could put the TurnLeftTV logo on their cars and so forth. And heck yeah, love that, man. It's awesome. So Todd Robillard, Colin Madiak, they're battling as Colin Madiak now picks up the 5th position. Todd Robillard back to 6th. I don't know, man. Does that car have a TurnLeftTV logo on it? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Let's look around. Looks like some lunch detentions out of our high school guy here. I don't see one. Somebody's in big trouble. Big trouble. Paul Brown leading the field in that 77 car. 2.2 seconds, so he just continues to stretch out that lead. And I'll tell you what, man, you've really got to take a look at this battle here for the 2nd position. The 21 of Lucas Sinfer is now run down that 48 car. So Lucas Sinfer in that Flex Seal sponsored Ford Mustang, looking out of the front of his machine, or out of the back of the 48 car's machine, at Lucas Sinfer, who is now going down to the bottom side here and trying to make a pass. Looking out of the side of Michael Ware's machine at that 21. Michael Ware better get his eyes on the road as the 21 down on the inside line. Going to pick up this spot is now Michael Ware back to the 3rd position as Lucas Sinfer now up to 2nd. Sean Jacobs and Givaldo Spindola here battling for position. Sean Jacobs here trying to bounce back from a penalty at Western Auto Camaro. So Sean said, hey, that's what I want you to paint me up a car there, paint the Western Auto theme. And I was like, oh my gosh, man. It looks easy, but the gray, the change in the gray from the front pillar through the door, across the hood, across the roof of the car is pretty tough to get all matched up. But he was pretty happy with it, and I appreciate his compliments and so forth. But taking a look at the 48 car, Michael Ware. They actually painted that car, but we got a little change on the hood with Brent Owen did, and also the numbering. He wanted some different numbers. There's you see Givaldo Spindola there climbing up the track here, trying to get out of everybody's way here, those lead lap cars, and I think he might have made a little contact with the wall. Arthur Vieira goes by there. Jeff Sickles also trying to get by there on that 29 car, and getting by the 68 car, who is sliding back up that track. Givaldo. Now Givaldo's car, I believe, he has the TurnLeftTV logo. Yeah, there he is. TurnLeftTV logo on the back, and then he's even got a Buschwackers series logo there on the back. So how about that? That guy's a gangster. Artur Vieira has now run down the 48 car. So this 4 car, again, showing some muscle here as he has now caught Michael Ware and now puts him back to 4th as Artur Vieira climbs up to the 3rd position. Now, I'll tell you, Paul Brown had about almost a 3-second lead on the pack here, but Lucas Sinfer, in that 21 car, is now under a second and a half behind. So he is closing in on the 77 car. So keep your eye on that 21. The 77 continuing to lead the field. That is down to about a second here. So now it's under a second as Lucas Sinfer is on the move. Look out of the back of Paul Brown's machine at Luca. Running in the 2nd position. And Luca is starting to close in. We saw that at the end of that run, that last run. Paul Brown had pitted as Luca had caught him. And it may end up working out that way again. So here we're 61 laps in, and Paul Brown is the race leader. But Lucas Sinfer now closing in. He is less than 0.5 of a second away. So this is, we're going to have a battle for the race lead here very shortly, I believe. Take a look at Michael Ware in the 48 car. And he is indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Lucas Sinfer here on the outside line. Now battling that 77 car. Paul Brown down on the inside, and he's going to make you earn it. There's no doubt about that. That 77 is going to make you earn every inch that you squeeze around on him. And looks like the 21 car now does make that pass. So now a new race leader, and that is Lucas Sinfer. I should say back to the race lead because he led some laps there on that last pit sequence. We're getting a lot of guys here on pit lane. Looks like 68, Givaldo Spindola finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Artur Vieira here on pit lane in that 4 car. 27, Preston Hassel on pit lane as well. About Lawrence Stopworth shown in the 3rd position. He is going to be making a pit stop, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. And Paul Brown on pit lane. See the 41 peeling off the track to come down pit lane. As Lucas Sinfer continuing to lead the field. Don't forget, coming up on Saturday, man, Eagle Creek Speedway, the Saturday Night Thunder. Race number 2 in that 2020 fall season. So tomorrow night, the Cup boys are at it. Take a look at Lawrence Stopworth on pit lane. Now 41 car is Lucas Sinfer leading the field. Lawrence Stopworth there taking some service and finishing up his pit stop right now, shown in the 7th position. He comes off pit lane. So Lucas Sinfer leading up this charge here. So Ed Palumbo now in the 2nd position. We'll take a look at Ed. Now Ed is a little bit back there. You see Lucas Sinfer coming down pit lane in that 21 car, that Flex Seal sponsored Ford Mustang, making a pit stop. And Ed Palumbo, I think he's wanting to try to lead some laps here. Is this 54 car? He said he's going to be coming down pit lane here, so maybe he's decided, heck with it, I'm going to make a pit stop. So the 54, Ed Palumbo, coming down pit lane. That will bring us to Paul Brown, which I assume will go back to the race lead. Lucas Sinfer finishing up his pit stop in that 21 car. Paul Brown going to probably go around him here in this turn, coming off turn 2. But that is an interesting little sequence right there, as Paul Brown pits a little bit earlier than Luca. Remember, Luca had somewhere on the order of about a 5-second gap he had to make up, and was able to make that up in that last run. And the question is now, he's looking at somewhere on the order of about 0.8 of a second, or a little bit less with 30 laps to go. Now, what can he do with this 77 car? I'm sorry about that. Take a look at the 41 here at Lawrence Stopworth, running in the 7th position. As he goes by, is Ed Palumbo there coming back out on track in that 54 car, running now in 8th. Jeff Sickles just keeps plugging away, man. Now in the top 10, that 29 car, so that graphic sponsored machine. In that top 10, so he's looking to maybe gain a few more positions. We got sort of caught up in that the tail end of that wreck there, and really had a rough time, but he sort of bounced back here a little bit as this race unfolds. Look at this battle here, the 13 and the 4 battling for position. The 4 of Artiviera up on the outside to see if he can't get around this 13 car. The 13, Colin Matiak. Oh, the 4 of there smacks the wall. Artiviera there smacked the wall as he got way up out of the groove in the marbles, and then he might have knocked something loose in that machine, so he's starting to maybe lose contact with the 13 car. So it looked like he was really putting some pressure on the 13, went to the outside, and car just kept floating up into the wall there. Colin Matiak holds on to 3rd. Artiviera is in 4th. Looking out of the back of Artiviera's machine at Michael Ware in that 48 car, running in the 4th position. So Michael Ware, they're starting to look on the low side here in that Claremore Welding Supply Chevy Camaro. And I want to say thanks to Brent Owen on his work on sort of tweaking that thing. I had it had some basic scheme laid out there, and Michael wanted a few changes, and Brent Owen stepped in and did those changes to see as Michael Ware makes that pass on Artiviera. Michael Ware now up to the 4th position. Steve Pearson at 72 now, not battling for position, but he's right there with these guys in that 72 car. He's running in the 12th spot. Going to the outside, he said, hey man, I'm on a little bit fresher tires here. Let's give it a run here. Let's have a little fun with you guys. Take a look at Jeff Sickles here in the 29, running in that 10th position. Back up here with our race leader, Paul Brown, in the 77. 75 laps in, is the race leader. Don't forget, if you're interested in a race server, EliteHostingUSA.com. We'll set you up with a good server package, and I think very affordable, and really when you start looking at what kind of quality of connection you're getting, what the server load is, how many cars you can actually conceivably run here in the rFactor 2 sim, you really cannot beat the price that he's got out there. So you definitely want to check it out, EliteHostingUSA.com. And this weekend, I promise I'm going to get an advertisement going for him. He's done so much here for HORL, and I really appreciate all of his work. I know all the guys here do, and it really wouldn't be possible we wouldn't have what we have today without Will stepping in and helping us out there. And Will's a longtime HORL guy, and really means a lot to him as well. So he's definitely got a lot invested there, money-wise, but also, in his heart as well. 77 here leading the field. Jeff Sickles just continuing to move up the field here as he's now in the 9th position. I think Lauren Stopworth's had to come on pit lane, so Lauren maybe a little bit different pit sequence here there for 41, and I'd be kind of curious here. He might be able to go the rest of the way. Now, can the rest of these guys make it the rest of the way? That's the question. I'll tell you what, man, you might want to keep your eye on that. You might want to keep your eye on this 41 car. Now, he's on a little bit different pit sequence. He is currently shown in the 11th position, but I don't think he has to make another pit stop here, as the rest of these guys do. Michael Ware on pit lane in that 48 car. So Todd Robillard also on pit lane in the 90. Very interesting what's happening right now. Preston Hassel here in the 27 car, where he got caught up in that earlier accident. He's really sort of played catch-up, but he is in the 6th position right now. Some of these guys on pit lane, but Preston, that Rising sponsored Ford Mustang, having a pretty good run here. And I'll tell you, man, he had a pretty good season for his first season out. Last season, I think he ended up finishing 5th in points. And, what a great deal. Coming back into racing. He's been with HORL for, almost 20 years. And, it was a good deal for him to get back into it and really be competitive right off the bat. Start to see that 77 car here now is working his way through some lap traffic, or they're maybe trying to put Preston Hassel a lap down. Preston is maybe on the tail end of that lead lap there. And he's going to come down pit lane, I believe. As a 77, Paul Brown. Now, Paul Brown has really been able to maintain that gap on this run. Now, that's an interesting twist, because Lucas Simper, remember, at the tail end of that run, ran down the 77 car. He's done that twice. But so far, he has not been able to really do much on this run of chipping into that race lead. So Luca running back in the 2nd position. Colin Matiak here on pit lane. He is shown in the 3rd spot, so he's taking some service. He's our pole sitter here in the 13. Looks like 4 fresh tires for him, as he's making that final pit stop, I believe. 77 car indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane as well. Our race leader, Paul Brown, indicating he's pitting this time by. 77 now coming down pit lane, as Lucas Sinfer will reassume the lead. And that was a little bit different run there, I think, for Luca compared to Paul Brown. Those guys have been battling, not necessarily in each other's zip code all night, but Luca has been better car, I think, later in the run, but that last run, not the case. Look at our side-by-side view as Paul Brown taking some service here. Luca, I would assume, is going to get a few more laps out of this thing, squeeze a few more laps out of it, and that may change his strategy here as far as the amount of fuel he's going to take. Not going to have to take a full fuel load. As a 21 coming around, Paul Brown now coming back out on track, as he is now 1 lap down. See, now it's showing a lap down here, huh? I don't know what's going on there, man. See, I don't get that. Why is it showing that on that view right there, but not on my my other view? What's going on? There we go. Take a look at Michael Ware here running in the 3rd position. So usually one of those guys, man, it's always a factor. Always somebody to consider. He's always in the conversation when you're talking about winning races. You know, each and every night, man, when he shows up, you know, that there's a guy right there that is going to be a threat to win the race. Tell you what, tonight so far, I have been very, very impressed with this 21 car. Luca Sinford. Now Paul Brown getting by, and looks like he's getting that lap back. As Luca in the 21 is the race leader, but Paul Brown gets by him and gets that lap back. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola here. He's had a little bit of a challenge here tonight. He is shown in the 13th position at 68 car. So right now, trying to sort of maybe pick up a couple positions. He's got a couple cars there that might be in the mix there as far as picking up some spots. But Lucas Sinfer in the 21, still the race leader, and 10 laps to go. His 21 car, I'm kind of curious, man. Is he going to be able to make it the rest of the way? I don't think so. He might be able to. This will be interesting if he is able to do this, pull this off, because remember, he pitted quite a few laps later than the rest of these guys. Paul Brown has gotten that lap back, but is now almost 30 seconds behind. And I just got to wonder, man, does he have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end? So the 21, Lucas Sinfer, that Flex Seal sponsored Mustang. A big question mark right now of whether that guy can make it the rest of the way. Maybe a little bit of gambling. You see him go by, and then we're going to see there's Colin Madiak. Now Colin running in the 5th position. There's Todd Rublard running in 6th. Jeff Sickles running in the 12th position. Ed Palumbo running in the 7th position. We still have not seen the 77 car come by, so there's give you an idea of what that gap is. There goes the 77 right there. That's our 2nd place car. So still almost a lap down. Is that 21? Holden Surf, man. Jeff Sickles running back in the 11th position after the pit sequences. So Steve Pierce on pit lane. So I tell you what, man, that 21 car looking pretty stout here with Steve Pierce got a penalty. He's got to come back down pit lane. 24-second gap here on lap 92. Scheduled to go lap 98 laps. We've had one caution flag on lap 4. Oh, Steve Pierce on the brakes there. Now that might bring out a caution flag. I don't know if he got that thing all the way around, but that thing was sideways. Luca definitely does not want to see a caution flag here. Let's Steve Pierce coming off track. Oh man, he hangs onto that thing. Hangs onto that thing. I think he's got to do a drive-through, and man, he was hanging on for dear life. Coming down pit lane, and 21 car lucked out right there, I think. 93 laps in, and he is having a little bit of trouble here with Colin Madiak. Colin is in the 5th position. Luca, our race leader. 5 laps to go. Can Luca make it the rest of the way? Maybe a little bit of fuel mileage strategy here. He is, I think he's babying this thing. Really think he's babying this thing here. He is not too concerned about coming down pit lane, I don't think. I think he's going to try to gamble here and stay out, so he might be the spoiler here tonight. Paul Brown now 18 seconds down. So if Luca can hang on to this thing, and he has got this thing sewed up, but got to question whether he's got enough fuel. We have been green since from the caution flag on lap 4. And that's what we've seen out of this Buschwackers series, man. We've seen races with caution-free races. We've seen caution, like single caution races on tracks that you would never think you're only going to get one caution or maybe no cautions at all. So just shows you the talent that's in this league, at High Octane Racing League. Unmatched talent that we have here at HORL. Lucas Sinfer continuing to hold serve here in this 21 car. You see the 90 car close it in. Now down to 16 seconds. The 90 car here close it in as Lucas Sinfer. He just got to get 2 more laps in. 2 more laps in for the 21. This Flex Seal sponsored machine. See Todd Robillard up on the outside line. Lucas Sinfer might be able to use a little bit of draft there to help pull him. A lap and a half to go for Luca. It's Paul Brown running in the second position. We get 1 lap to go when he crosses the start and finish line. The 21 car, all he's got to do is make it around 1 more time. So Lucas Sinfer in that 21. Pit strategy. Fuel saving strategy out of the 21 car, and he looks like he is on his way to his first victory of the season. What a great race by the 21. Man, that is a calculator move right there, man. He's got the abacus. He's got the abacus. The 21 car of Lucas Sinfer wins this race. Holy Toledo. And look at that, man. He's probably out of tires there as he's spinning that car around as it's 77. And Paul Brown finishes in the second position. Michael Ware in the 48 going to finish in third. Artur Vieira finishes in the fourth position. Colin Matiak finishes in fifth. Lucas Sinfer. Lucas Sinfer in the 21 car. Getting a big race win here at Kentucky, Eagle Creek. Says he doesn't even have enough fuel to do a burnout. Oh, there you go. He lied about that one. He lied about that one. There we go. So what a great race for the 21, Lucas Sinfer. Wow, that was a great race there. 1 caution flag, huh? So we'll see if we can't get him up here in the booth with us. We'll have a get our image up here, or get our driver name up here.
Thank you very much.
So talk a little bit about how you were able to save fuel, and I think earlier in the race you were really running down the 77 car pretty consistently on those long runs, but that last pit sequence just seemed to be spot on for you.
Well, from the start, I was thinking, if I save so much tires and I'm behind everybody, then at the end I can go really fast in the end of the stint. Then I'll be ahead of everybody by the end of the pit stop. But the end was something different.
Well, I gotta go ahead. Sorry.
Essentially, I was thinking, well, maybe I could go to the end. And I thought about it. I was thinking, that's not possible. Everyone's gonna have to pit maybe in the middle, with maybe like 18 to go, something like that. Then I thought about it, and I could save just enough fuel to go to the end, and somehow I did.
Well, this track seems to be a lot of fun here with good side-by-side racing, but it also seems to lend itself to fuel-saving strategy as well. Talk a little bit about how your tires were working throughout those runs, and the tire wear you were having. It just seems like you were doing a little bit better with some of this, but you were pitting later than some of those guys too.
Well, basically, essentially, the whole idea was I'll go so slow at the start that the tires won't wear out so much. Just seemed like a great idea. So by the end, I could just go go Rocket Man, and no one could stop me because I'm too fast.
That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, next week we got Michigan, which is a very special race to us here at High Octane Racing League. It's going to be the Steve Freeze Memorial 250, so a little bit longer race, and Michigan Speedway, Michigan International. How do you feel about your chances of maybe pulling off a victory there, maybe doing 2 in a row?
I'm not thinking too good, but anything is possible because I think the fuel strategy does work at Michigan too. I tried it once and it does work sometimes. But if you're racing by yourself, no chance happening.
Well, hey, congratulations. Very impressive race tonight. And, man, you outsmarted those guys tonight, and very impressive. And congratulations, and good luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you, Heath.
All right, that is the 21 car, Luca Sinfer, coming up here and joining us in the booth. And, man, what a heck of a race there he just pulled off. That was just amazing. What a great job by him in pulling off that race victory here. We'll see if I don't think we got the there we go. Luca Sinfer is the points leader here now. So we'll take a look at the finishing results. Lucas Sinfer finishes in the first position. Paul Brown second. Michael Ware finishes in third. Archie Vieira finishes in the fourth position. Colin Madiak rounds out the top 5. You see Todd Robillard, Ed Palumbo, Lawrence Stopworth, Preston Hassel, and Sean Jacobs rounding out that top 10. We'll take a look at I don't know if I'm going to get the next session results. I don't think I am. It's not going to give me that second page. But there's a top 10 tonight. So congratulations to those guys. And, good job to Luca and his effort here at Eagle Creek. What a great race it was tonight, too. So, guys, congratulating him, and they said Will D says he better thank his sponsors. Well, sorry, I didn't give him a chance, but really good. We've seen him win a couple races too, and I tell you, that's one of those young guns, one of those young drivers there, and what a great job by him tonight. Hey, tell you what, man, I did that earlier this race. Here you go. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be at Eagle Creek Speedway again, this time in the Cup Mod, the 2018 Cup Mod, the brand new Cup Mod. And I want to send a shout out to Mike Schreiner and all his work on that mod. And we're getting started on that on Saturday nights, bringing back the Saturday Night Thunder, the old High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. This thing has been, it's sort of switched from Sundays to Saturdays, back to Sundays, back to Saturdays. But it's always been the Thunder Series. And excited about getting this thing up and rolling again. Last week, Saturday was our sort of our inaugural reboot of the Saturday Night Thunder, and we had a good turnout, and I'm excited about this. If you're interested in racing in the Saturday Night Thunder, certainly want to join the Discord channel, and I know all those HORL guys, they're aware of that. There's going to be 110 laps here tomorrow in the Cup mod, and very, very impressed with the work and the setup these guys have done too. So we got a good fixed setup race coming for you tomorrow night, 110 laps at Eagle Creek in the Cup mod. Hey, I'd like to thank you so much for coming out and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. As always, peace to everybody. Thank you for joining us, and thanks to Will for his effort in keeping the chat sort of lively. But if you haven't hit that subscribe button, it's right there. Give it a shot, and always enjoy new subscribers. Please hit the thumbs up button and let me know you were here. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate that. You joining TurnLeftTV. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeftTV. Next week, Michigan, Steve Freeze Memorial Race. Very big one, so you want to join us. In the meantime, I'm out of here.